What's going on, guys? Good morning and welcome back to the Daily Grind. I'm your host, Jump Change. It's live and recorded. We're gonna watch a bunch of BS this morning, so I guess we'll dive right into it. Steven Cicero, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Hold on, let me change this to live chat so I don't miss anybody. Crypto Mikkel, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here. Who else do we got? Dumpster Fire, Chris Hanley, Dom G, Matt Electron, what's up, man? Slaw Squash, how you doing? Overboard Tech, Rud Puts, good afternoon to you, sir. GBM, what's up, man? Chris Hanley, I think I already said that. Alexander Fleener, what's up, man? Who else? JR Whitman, what's up? Haven't seen you in a while, actually. Let's see. All right, anyways, let's get into it. Let's check out the market and then we'll get into some BS. So Bitcoin 28,340, not bad. ETH broke 1,800 again, so I'm happy about that. XRP is at 55 cents. God damn. Wow. Is anybody an XRP fan here? Good morning, Nerd Beast. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. That's crazy. XRP's killing it. LTC's back at 91. Damn, Doge at 7.5 cents. Man, I'm waiting for this to break back up. What the hell's going on with Doge? Come on. Do something. Just want to poke it with a stick. All right. Oh, what are we doing? That's not the one I wanted to hit. That's what I wanted to hit. Fear and Greed Index, 57. It's in the greed section, but overall, mostly neutral. Top 10 coins, we got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, BNB, USD Coin, XRP, Cardano, Lido Staked Ether, Dogecoin, and Polygon. In 10th, XRP to the moon, says Red Puts. Perfect. I'm not a huge XRP fan, but I do have a little bag. That's just chilling. Hopefully they win that suit. I'm in Ohio, a little bit different, says Chris Hanley. Chris Hanley, what are you saying? Oh, you can turn your fans lower to reduce noise on your L3. Nice. Jeez, you have an L3 while you're watching TV? What is happening? Those things are so loud, really? That's crazy. All right. Anyways, we're going to watch Mr. Altcoin Daily's video first. So they get into a little bit with SBF, a little bit with pretty much everything that's going on in the market. So if you guys aren't subscribed to Altcoin Daily, please go check them out. But what we'll do is pause it and talk about things in between. I only watched a little bit of this, kind of skimmed through it, but it was pretty interesting. It was like all around news. So that's kind of what I want to cover. And then we have some things from CoinDesk where Kathy Wood just happened to sell her Coinbase shares right before the Wells notice got sent to Coinbase. So it sounds like insider trading to me, but that's just my opinion. Anyways, if you guys have any questions, just at me in the chat. I'll probably put some polls up while we're doing this, but either way, let's get into it. See what he's got to say.
Sam Bankman-Fried has just been charged with bribery
conspiracy.
Sam
Bankman-Fried.
He spent $40 million in crypto to benefit Chinese government officials.
Does
so
shock
SBF
anybody?
Charged with bribing Chinese government officials. Prosecutors allege that Bankman-Fried directed $40 million in cryptocurrencies to one or more Chinese government officials in order to influence them to unfreeze accounts owned by FTX's sister trading firm Alameda Research. Do we remember Alameda Research?
This girl is so cringy to me. She's cringe.
Absolutely could pull it off without my math degree. Use very little math. Use a lot of elementary school math. Being comfortable with risk is very important. We tend not to have things like stop losses. I think those aren't necessarily great risk management.
We'd just rather lose everything.
Tool. Trying to think of a good example of a trade where I've
where she starts to run herself over.
Well, I don't know. I probably don't want to go into specifics too much of that.
Well, prosecutors allege that before turning to bribery, Bankman-Fried spent months trying to access the funds. He allegedly hired attorneys to lobby the government, asked the exchanges to unfreeze the funds, and even opened new trading accounts under false names. What's interesting to me is SBF has been charged with bribing Chinese government officials, yes, $40 million, but he has not yet been charged with bribing U.S. politicians over $70 million.
Oh, that's crazy. So he's being charged with Chinese government officials or bringing charges against him for bribing them, but not the U.S. Quite interesting. It's probably because, in reality, we're not huge fans of China right now.
Perhaps it pays to have friends in high places. How much money did SBF pay to Joe Biden and other U.S. politicians?
Bro, I saw this clip and I laughed to myself in the shower while I was listening to it.
Somewhere between 700 billion and $1,300 billion.
Overall,
I think we just witnessed a stroke.
what's happening with SBF and FTX, ultimately a good thing. Flush that out of the system. This is what truly scares me going forward. First, CNN does a segment on de-dollarization. Now Fox News also. Did you realize this? What the hell is going on here?
Putin announced this week that Russia will begin using the Chinese yuan.
Dude, how weird is that? Russia is going to use the Chinese yuan instead of the US dollar for trading stuff. So this is kind of what everybody's been getting at, with the fact that if we don't get on board with crypto, like we as in the US, things are going to go elsewhere. Like crypto is going to take over across seas, and eventually they're just all around going to stop using the US dollar because it's turning into a complete sham. Like it just sucks, right? So they need to get with the program, man. We're already losing people.
For international payments instead of the dollar. Saudi Arabia is also in talks with Beijing to do the same thing. Speaking of Saudi Arabia, meanwhile, they're in talks with Iran as well to consider an economic alliance with China and Russia. And they can even be joining the BRIC countries, which is an acronym for these countries here: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. These countries all have emerging economies.
Oh boy.
So what happens if our economy and the U.S. dollar are no longer the world's dominant currency? Former Assistant Treasury Secretary and host of the Monica Crowley podcast, Monica Crowley, is here to weigh in. Let's start right there. What happens if these emerging economies move away from the U.S. dollar towards the Chinese yuan?
Well, good morning, Will. It's great to be with you. And it's really hard to overstate exactly how catastrophic the abandonment of the U.S. dollar would be as the world's global reserve currency. Look, since the end of World War II, the dollar has been the safe place to go, and it's been backed up by a couple of things. It originally was backed up by gold, but President Nixon took us off the gold standard, so there's no hard asset backing up the dollar anymore for the last 50 years. But also it's been backed up by the strength and economic power of the United States and the fact that oil has always been traded in dollars. If that were to end, that would mean the end of the U.S. dollar. Look, there is a perfect storm happening right now, Will. The world's reserve currency, having that status, has been a real privilege, but we've abused the privilege by wholly reckless monetary and fiscal policies over many years, certainly over the last couple of years, which has really devalued the dollar. On top of that, now you do have this perfect storm of Biden's weakness, his war on American domestic energy production, the Ukraine war, and as you point out, because of all of these things, we've got America's enemies led by China forming a new economic bloc. And all it would take at this point now, because we're at this pivotal moment, Will, is for Saudi Arabia, who has indicated that they're open to this, to say, you know what, we're going to be open to considering other currencies to trade in oil. If that were to happen, there would be a complete implosion of the global economic system, but certainly the American economic system. And if that were to happen, you'd be looking at sky-high inflation, just raging Weimar Republic kind of inflation. If you think inflation is bad now, just wait. But more,
that is literally going to wreak havoc on everything.
More importantly, we would lose our economic dominance and we would lose our superpower status.
So the dollar
I'm going to put a poll in the chat. Who's moving out of the U.S. at the end of the year? I would like to know.
is rapidly declining. The U.S.'s only option might be to move on to a Bitcoin standard, or at least the value prop of Bitcoin would be apparent. Another argument, the value prop of Ethereum becomes more apparent. 99% of stablecoins are U.S. dollars. 59% of stablecoins are on Ethereum, 97% on Ethereum, including EVM-compatible Binance Smart Chain and Tron. Stablecoins have succeeded as a major global distribution channel for U.S. dollars. Thus, stablecoins and Ethereum are now crucial opportunities for U.S. national security. What do you think? One thing I do know, every bank that fails, Bitcoin pumps. Every centralized exchange that fails, decentralized exchange users pump, because there's just a better way. The future is open, the future is permissionless, the future is digital. And I know there's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the market right now, but keep in mind, the market is turning. We're not going to get all-time highs tomorrow, in my opinion, but the market is turning around. All metrics are turning bullish after a long bear market. Bitcoin today versus Bitcoin past cycles. Bitcoin today seems like we're right on track. And crypto's not going away. The genie is out of the bottle. Sony has big plans for NFTs and their PlayStation 5.
NFTs, like, I don't know. How do you, like, I ask this all the time. How do you guys feel about it? But, like, the game thing, they just need to get the hell away from right now. Like, until they can figure out how to stop all this scammy bullshit. I mean, you're never going to stop it all, but you know what I mean. It's just, there's too much risk involved for me personally with NFTs right now. I want them to integrate real world use cases, like, again, doctors, medical records, titles to cars, houses, whatever, things like that. It would make such a difference. But this, like, it's cool. Yeah, right, cool. But realistically, how many people in the world own, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people own PlayStation 5s, but I don't know. It's kind of like, actually, did you guys watch Hawk stream last night with the Neoxa developer, Andy and Harvey? Harvey wasn't there, but Andy was there. And they stated that they're going to be going more towards mobile games, because mobile, like cell phones and things like that, doesn't matter what kind of phone it is, could be a cheaper end phone, but overall, the amount of people that play mobile games are like 50 times, like, it's some crazy number higher than actual console usage. So it was just kind of neat. And DJ actually said that as well in the chat. What's up, DJ? Good to see you, buddy. And congratulations on passing your test, actually. That's awesome, dude. I'm happy for you. Proud of you, my man. All right, let's get back to it.
112 million plus and growing PlayStation users soon will get in-game items on the blockchain. Patents reveal this. Sony eyes NFT transfers
cool,
across multiple game platforms, reveals patents. Sony Interactive Entertainment, the video game Goliath running the PlayStation brand, filed a patent for a framework allowing users to transfer and utilize non-fungible tokens, NFTs, across multiple game platforms.
Real quick, in the chat, GTA 6 preview looks incredible. They're coming out with a GTA 6? I didn't even know that. That's going to be interesting. And also, I did try the new Diablo. I only played it for like 10 minutes. And then, I mean, it was only good for the weekend, so I can't play it now, I don't think. Unless you purchase it, right? And then I think they open it like periodically. But anyways, it's I don't know, man. Diablo 2, like, nothing can compare, to be honest, in my opinion. So I like Diablo 2 the best, but I'll play Diablo 4 a little bit just to see how it goes. All right, let's keep going.
Over several years, Sony's interests in crypto has been evidenced by numerous partnerships and trademark registrations. Adding to this list, Sony filed a patent titled NFT Framework for transferring and using digital assets between game platforms. Sony's NFT framework aims to integrate NFTs into gameplay, wherein the technology can represent skins and other popular in-game functionalities. Summarizing the patent, the abstract explained the intended features are, quote, responsive to the determination the NFT is provided to the first end-user entity so that digital assets may be used via the NFT across plural different computer simulations and or across plural different computer simulation platforms. Moreover, it added that the NFT's ownership could be transferred to other end-user entities for their own use across different simulations and platforms. So, overall, people will be able to steal your NFTs in-game. You know what? I'll never forget that one time I got hacked in Diablo 2, all right? I'm sure it happened to all of us on a game. But, man, I'll never forget that when that dude made me drop all my shit and I couldn't control it. It just started throwing my stuff out of my inventory and I stole it all. I feel like that's what's going to happen with the NFTs. People are going to be able to hack into your account and steal the shit. But diagram details Sony's intended use of NFTs in gameplay.
It'll be interesting to see how it works.
Once implemented, PlayStation 5 users will be able to experience NFT use cases via mainstream gaming titles. As of December 22nd, the total number of active users on PlayStation Network worldwide was 112 million, which continues to grow year over year. In addition, Ticketmaster launches NFT-gated pre-sales.
Ooh, that's kind of neat. I didn't hear that. Ticketmaster. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's a real use case where you can just show the ticket on your phone, call it a day.
Case we've all been waiting for, NFTs and ticketing, the perfect match. So what is Ticketmaster doing? Well, you can get involved. People can get involved. Go to the pre-sale link, connect your crypto wallet, i.e. Ethereum wallet, hold the right NFT, get verified, buy your ticket.
So this is kind of neat because you know how people do like say scrapbooking and stuff, and they're like, you know, they want to remember their first date with their wife they've been married to for like 50 years, right? They end up throwing this little square ticket you used to get, or the whatever rectangle ones, right, in a book and whatever. If you could have it in a digital wallet where it always was saved and it had a backup where you could just log in and find it again, I mean, that's awesome. It's there you go. You can't be harmed by house fires anymore. I mean, not physically, but mentally, I guess, right?
Cues, no scalpers, no bots. This is the best version of Verified Fan. They tested it
cool.
with Avenged Sevenfold. 10K holders of Avenged Sevenfold's Death Bats Club were offered early access to New York City and LA shows in June. It crushed. 100K members purchased, incredible 10% plus conversion. Today, they rolled it out for 13 more dates and made it available to others.
In the chat, Steven Cicero said that Ticketmaster thing is because of Taylor Swift tour debacle.
This is one of the most important use cases for NFTs, showing how your interaction in one area with an artist can open doors in others. Interoperability, it's a superpower. For once, it's dead simple to see the value in Web3 for both fans and artists. In summation, NFT technology has been adopted by the ticketing giant Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster announced today that the Ethereum NFT token gating feature is live for artists. It's a big W for NFT tech and a golden opportunity for forward-looking artists to provide value to their most loyal fans. Speaking of Ethereum, and speaking about Ethereum's growing L2 ecosystem, take a look at this. As Ethereum L2s continue to gain momentum, there have been an accelerated adoption of native protocols. Native protocols are protocols exclusively existing on the specified L2 network or exist on one other L1 in addition to this specific network. So they're not multi-chain networks. And they're increasing on Ethereum L2s. Speaking of Ethereum L2 growth, Ethereum hit an all-time high of the percentage of L1 gas used by L2s. It was less than 1% a year ago. Today, it's about 8 to 9%. L2 adoption increasing. Even Charles Hoskinson of Cardano is wishing well and congratulating Ethereum and Polygon. Congratulations.
I'm going to put a poll in the chat. I want to know if you guys are bullish on Ethereum. I know a lot of you miners aren't going to be happy with, or aren't happy with Ethereum in general, but to be honest, I really have a bullish outlook on Ethereum long term. That's just my personal opinion, but I'm going to put a poll in the chat right now.
The Polygon community, it's really cool to see innovation like this in the industry. What's he referring to? Well, Vitalik Buterin did the symbolic first ever transaction on Polygon Matic's ZK EVM, and it has a message on it. Quote, millions of constraints for man, unconstrained scalability for mankind. Goosebumps, baby. And this is Vitalik Buterin's closing thoughts on the launch of Polygon's ZK EVM mainnet.
I mean, this
data.
was kind of
I'm
interesting.
just like
Holy
happy
hell.
to see ZK EVMs becoming real, you know, like I'm happy to see, like Ethereum layer 2 scaling becoming like fully real and not just something that's kind of theoretical and there's these backdoors that you're not supposed to talk about. So, you know, it's a big improvement, and I think over the next 6 to 12 months, you know, we're probably going to see even more big improvements on the horizon as both other layer 2s step up and get to stage 1, and you know, Polygon's own implementation continues to improve over time, and at the same time we get EIP 4844 greatly increasing the amount of data space on chain, and rollups hopefully moving quickly to take advantage of that. So I'm excited to see all of those things happen, and excited to like really get to the point where we can start to call scaling a solved problem for Ethereum.
The future is bright for cryptocurrency holders.
If you guys aren't subscribed to Altcoin Daily, go check them out. Amazing video. Appreciate them putting that out, because that, like, it pulled a whole bunch of information together. So I thought that video was quite interesting this morning. All right, you guys have any questions before we move on? This one right here is from CoinDesk. It says Kathy Wood's ARK uses Wells dip to buy more Coinbase shares 2 days after selling, which is it to me smells like insider trading, but I guess I don't know, how do you prove it, right? So we'll see. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat quick. DJ said Uber Eats is actually better than DoorDash, which is interesting to me. So I've been doing DoorDash a couple nights a week just because it's super easy. I just watch YouTube in my car and drive around, right? And that free cash thing, I made like $150 in like 2 deliveries. It was stupid easy. I can't believe how easy it is. You don't even see anybody. You just put the food on someone's doorstep, take a picture, and leave. Like, it's so easy. But Uber Eats I never tried, and there is an offer on there to do Uber Eats as well. So if you guys want, I'll put my referral in the live chat in a few minutes for free cash. It's kind of neat app. But anyways, all right, if you guys have any questions, just at me in the chat or feel free to talk, and I'll pause periodically in between. But let's see what Coinbase has to say about this, and we can talk about it a bit as they go on. Let's do it. Let me switch the screen. All right.
Cathie Wood. We're going to talk about Coinbase. Now, Cathie Wood seems to have had some good sources, because after months of buying Coinbase stock, being the gigabull of coin, she mysteriously started selling some of the stock a few days ago. And it just so happens that right after she made this initial sale, Coinbase was served by the SEC with a Wells notice.
So who does she know in the SEC that actually gave her the info? Hey, we're going to be dropping this on the doorstep. Might want to get out. It was some asshole. Someone did it. There's no way that was just pure luck. And it happens 2 days later. Like, give me a break. Cathie Wood is part of the ARK investment team, and they are super bullish on Ethereum. And if you guys have, I mean, not Ethereum, Bitcoin in general. And if you haven't seen my Misfit Mining YouTube channel, I'll put a link to that in the chat as well in a few minutes. That channel, I put out like some podcast stuff, so you guys can kind of hear her talk and speak about Bitcoin. And their overall prediction is like, it's well over $1 million for Bitcoin in like the next, I don't know, what was it, 5-6 years or something. It's quite crazy, but at the same time, it seems legit. So I don't know. It's interesting. I'll put that video in the chat in a second.
Now, that caused a significant dip in the price, as you can see here in this chart. And at those depressed prices, Cathie Wood, still apparently a major coin bull, bought back in. She bought the dip following the SEC Wells notice and some panic selling in the markets. Interesting and savvy move. I'm going to toss this to Jen for her thoughts. What do you think about Cathie's coin plays here?
Coincidence? I don't know. I mean, Cathie has been super bullish on Bitcoin, super bullish on Coinbase. So not surprised to see that she bought the dip. Was a little surprised to see that she sold all those shares just before this Wells notice was announced. I don't know if she had any information. We can only form opinions on the information that we have. I think despite all of this, despite the Wells notice, the story notes that coin is still up 97% year to date. I think in my own opinion, when I look at the centralized exchanges, especially when I look at them through an American lens, despite Coinbase's troubles with regulators, I think that they will survive this. I think they will weather the storm. They have been progressively looking at decentralization through things like their wallet and now their layer 2. And so I think Cathie's bet on Coinbase from a centralized exchange perspective is maybe a good one, but that's just my opinion. We don't give financial advice on this show. Zach, I saw your hand go up.
I mean, I guess I will say it's been a bit of an open secret that the SEC has distributed a lot of these Wells notices, but the timing is pretty funny here, right? That the immediately timed to, okay, Cathie Wood sold Coinbase shares for the first time in a long, long time, and then immediately thereafter, this major bombshell drops, and then she swoops back in to buy low is pretty remarkable, the timing. So credit to her investigative resources for getting a hunch, acting on that hunch, and then maybe making a quick buck. That's pretty crazy. It's crazy to see. But hey, that's what Cathie Wood does, I guess. Anna, what do you think?
Well, I think it's interesting how recently I think people kind of see Cathie Wood as a bellwether of Coinbase price and viability. Like I've seen so many reports about Cathie Wood buying Coinbase, Cathie Wood buying Coinbase. And like I think by
this lady needs to separate her teeth when she talks because I can barely understand her. I don't know if you guys are in the same boat or if it's just me.
this time there must be a pretty big group of investors kind of, you know,
She's like talking
working
with her mouth closed.
in the records and seeing what Cathie Wood is doing with Coinbase stock, and maybe we should do the same and make money together with her. I mean, like not us three, but those investors.
Not financial advice. No, I bet there's people who copy trade Cathie Wood, right? She's directionally long on crypto, right? She says that Bitcoin is going to be
Yeah,
extremely
this lady's actually a deep fake, if anybody didn't know. I'm totally kidding.
valuable in the coming years. And she thinks that Coinbase is going to be the gateway that most people access that directional bet. So really, it's sort of like she's doubling down. She's betting the same thing, just in different ways. And I think you probably look at the Coinbase stock as still probably a proxy stock for the price of Bitcoin, right? You mentioned, I think it was that 97% figure. I'd be curious to know if that is the exact same figure that Bitcoin is up over that same duration, right? Or at least it's similar. So I think still people do sort of approach the public markets and they still look for these Bitcoin proxy stocks. Famously, MicroStrategy was that bet during much of the bull run in lieu of a spot Bitcoin ETF. So I think a lot of traders, both retail traders who are trading within their retirement savings or more sophisticated Wall Street traders, they say, hey, I don't really want to deal with that actual crypto stuff. Seems like a pain, especially in this regulatory environment. Let me just find some good old-fashioned stocks that somewhat mimic the price action that I'm going to see in the cryptocurrency markets. And I think that's what we've seen Cathie Wood do time and time again, despite this recent buy the dip opportunity. So interesting to see for sure what Cathie Wood's contrarian stance on the future of crypto assets seems to be. Jen, last thoughts on this before we change gears?
Well, I was going to say buy low, sell high, but on your regulation point, I think it will be interesting to see how people follow Cathie given the SEC's increased scrutiny on Coinbase, right? They've been really transparent. They've been really public about their relationship with regulators. They've said, we're working with them. We've talked to them over 60 times. We're so surprised by this Wells notice. We're so surprised that they are suing us, or we're so surprised that they're asking us not to make this product offering. It will be interesting to watch how investors react to that news and how the price of coin reacts to that news, even though it's 97% up on the year.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But either way, I don't know. Shout out to Coinbase for that link. All right. Do you guys have anything you want to talk about before we get into this Binance one? Binance employees, volunteers tell users to bypass China's crypto ban. We kind of touched on this a little bit yesterday, but yeah, I don't know. I guess I have some more things to talk about. This is a CNBC actual article. Let's see. Flip this crypto said, y'all are killing me. Automatic beats made me laugh. It was ridiculous. And then Leo Lusting said, maybe her hobby is ventriloquism. Lady that's talking with her teeth closed. Oh my God. All right. If you guys haven't hit that like button, please do. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Let's get into this Binance bullshit. And if you guys have any questions, yeah, just feel free.
According to a report on CNBC, Binance employees and support volunteers are telling people how to bypass the crypto ban in China. The report says customers in China and other countries are able to subvert Binance's controls to hide their country of residence, according to messages in Binance's official Chinese language chat rooms. Financial regulation experts have expressed concerns that the exchange's KYC and AML efforts can be so easily bypassed. Surprise, surprise. Anna, I'm going to pass it off to you. What did you make of this story this morning?
First of all, I wonder if many people were surprised by that report. I mean, that has never been kind of exposed and said outright. But I think if you talk to crypto users, they wouldn't be surprised that it's that it was pretty easy to register on Binance, even from the jurisdictions that are not supposed to be there. But I also, I kind of also always feel ambivalent on such topics. Like, yes, these people who, might or might not be Binance employees and probably were the Binance angels were explaining how to circumvent the Chinese crypto ban. But then, is it like if we think in the terms of the larger, kind of morals, is it a bad thing to circumvent some countries' crypto ban? Like, why is crypto banned in China? Like on the bigger picture, like did something really bad happen? Like those people were trading crypto from China. Well, why not? What do you think, Zach?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good point to zoom out a little bit beyond sort of the irregularities that may be highlighted in this report with how a company such as Binance operates. I think the bigger picture is fair, and I think it's something that CoinDesk has long, wrestled with. Like, is KYC right? Is KYC appropriate? Does KYC lock people out of financial products that they should otherwise have access to? Is it a fair burden for people to have to overcome? And I think those.
Well, let's be real. The entire point of KYC is so the government can track you and take taxes. That's like 100% why. There's no other reason for anybody to want to know who the hell you are when you're trading, right? So I don't know. I mean, it makes sense and it also doesn't, but they always want a piece of the pie and they're always going to get it one way or the other. So
those are the big questions that cryptocurrency as a technology presents and makes you sort of think through. And it's something that I think people in the space, and you kind of alluded to this, are accustomed to thinking through. I always think of Emily Parker, our colleague here at CoinDesk, who's done a lot of reporting in the East Asian markets. And she's always sort of quick to point out that this Chinese crypto ban was never really a ban. If there was a will, there was a way. And there was a ton of crypto trading going on in China despite this ban. So I think the realistic view is that these are products that people in China and all around the world are going to want to use. The Chinese situation, many people have pointed out, is largely to prevent capital flight, which is something that Chinese authorities are very significantly concerned about. So the fact that this ban is in place has always been a bit porous. And I think, this report kind of highlights some of the mechanisms by which people have worked around that ban. And I don't think that the reality of this ban being somewhat porous is going to change anytime soon, despite efforts by the Chinese authorities to continue their crackdown. So it is interesting to get a little bit of the detail here. It's hard to, entirely, sort of arbitrate the claims that are put forth against Binance in this piece, but it is a fascinating glimpse at what people are doing in these countries where crypto is ostensibly banned, at least. Jen, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with both of you. There's a quote in the story by Duke University professor. He said, I think explicitly about the national security implications of how terrorists, criminals, money launderers, cyber people in North Korea, Russian oligarchs, etc., could use this to get access to this infrastructure. I think it's really interesting that this professor kind of points out, terrorists. We hear that a lot. All these bad people in these countries like Russia, North Korea. I think there's more good people who need access to financial systems, to financial products, to just carry on with their day-to-day than there are bad people. So to read that quote was a little disheartening with the story. I think, though, some of the claims in the story are pretty blasting. If I don't know if that's the word I should use, but they were saying that Binance employees were encouraging people to falsify documents, falsify addresses, falsify bank statements to show that they live in other jurisdictions. Given Binance's relationship with regulators, I don't think that the information in this report is going to be used in a good way against them. And so in that way, I think that it's pretty damning. Anna?
And then I think, that the problem of crypto KYC is not unique to Binance. Like, we reported that there is the whole market of fake accounts, really viable working fake accounts on any exchange, including the U.S. exchanges like Coinbase. This story is kind of unique because the people who have something to do with Binance were caught instructing people how to do that. But it doesn't mean that people don't know all these tricks even without those instructions and haven't been using them all across the globe on any exchanges.
Yeah, it's worth pointing out, the Binance comment in this article, right? It's like, hey, these are employees that we're not, we're taking action against these employees who may have violated our internal policies. So this is something that I think Binance is appearing to take seriously, at least, rather than suggesting that it's standard operating procedure.
All right. Shout out to CoinDesk for that video. Retro Mike sent me an article and I want to open it. I want to see what it is. So give me a second. It says VPN users risk 20-year jail sentence in the US under new Restrict Act, I guess. Let me see. It might go over my face. Yep. Knew it was gonna. All right, let's see. Put it here. Maybe. Why won't it join the other tabs? Damn it. It's broken. There we go. All right. VPN users risk 20-year jail sentence in the US under new Restrict Act. All right, what is this about? Let me scroll in on this and we'll read it together. I'm so happy I made 2 cups of coffee today. Man, I had a crazy headache when we started this stream. All right, let me see what you guys say in the chat. I actually put a poll up. I want to know if you guys are mining Caspa. 56% of you said no so far. 41 votes. I will leave that up. I do want to check the price of Caspa in just a few. But all right, let's continue to read this. How do I get rid of this shit? Ugh, I'm just gonna leave that, I guess. All right, let's see. So we're gonna scroll down to here. It says a bill dubbed the Restrict Act that was submitted to Congress could have severe consequences for virtual private networks, VPN users inside the United States. U.S. lawmakers are widening their sights when it comes to cracking down on finance and technology. I'm assuming this has a lot to do with if you have a VPN, you can get on exchanges like Bybit. I'm assuming Binance, just like all crypto exchanges, you can, or a lot of crypto exchanges that are overseas. You don't need a KYC. VPNs are used, and that's true to the situation. That's just probably why this is coming about. The bipartisan restricting the emergency of security threats that risk information and communications technology. The Restrict Act was unveiled in early March. It was initially dubbed the TikTok ban bill, but has far wider ramifications. Furthermore, VPN users could face hefty fines or jail sentences under the bill. All right, well, for one, right, this whole jail sentences, yeah, okay, but like you got to think, right? They're not like the small user that's really not doing anything. Like the person that's pushing millions of dollars over here overseas trading, that's the guy that's going to get hit. It's not going to be like the average user with the normal VPN, right? So there's going to be certain things, I'm assuming, when it comes down to that. All right, let's see. Communications and VPN tech targeted. It says people often legitimately use VPN, virtual private networks, in quotations. Says services to add an extra layer of security for web communications, like YouTubers use them and stuff. It says furthermore, they allow users to mask or change their internet address. This is often required to access content that may otherwise be blocked or censored. Like if you go to Bybit, I don't think I'm going to do it actually. I was going to do it and just show you, but if you go to bybit.com or whatever the dot is, it'll say you're in a restricted area. Like your VPN or your IP is blocked or whatever, right? For the access to the website. So if you use a VPN over in wherever, Sweden or some BS, it will it'll go through, which is kind of interesting. Just, you know, not that I've done it or anything, I'm just saying it works. All right, the bill, if passed, would attempt to identify information and communications technology products and services holdings that pose under or unacceptable risks. It says this could include VPNs if they are used to access banned websites such as TikTok. The bill specifically directs the Secretary of Commerce to identify, what is that? Disrupt, prevent, prohibit, investigate, or otherwise mitigate national security risks associated with technology linked to countries adversarial to the U.S. The bill also has a long list of communication technologies it intends to scrutinize. These include web hosting, cloud services, content delivery services, drones, payment applications, gaming applications, artificial intelligence, and e-commerce. Goddamn. A lot of stuff. All right, let's see. The scary part is the potential punishment for violators. This includes fines of up to $1 million or 20 years in jail, or both. So not only do they want to tax you for all your money, now they want to sue you for all your money. That's perfect. So they're telling us. Moving forward with the TikTok ban. According to reports on March 27th, lawmakers are moving forward with the bill. This follows the grilling of TikTok CEO Xiao Zi Chu last week. I don't even know if they say that. Sorry if I just butchered it. The Chinese social media platform has an estimated 150 million users in the United States because friggin' everybody makes a TikTok on the toilet. It's stupid. God damn, I can't stand TikTok. House of Representatives Speaker Kevin McCarthy said that the House would be moving forward with the bill. All right, so it says it's very concerning that the CEO of TikTok can't be honest and admit what we already know to be true. China has access to TikTok user data. Sorry. The House will be moving forward with legislation to protect Americans from the technological tentacles of the Chinese Communist Party. All right, it goes on to say, if passed, the new legislation will grant the U.S. government sweeping powers to crack down on any technologies and services it sees as a threat. Remarkably, that includes VPN technology. Those opposing the bill say it will give the state the power to police the entire internet and any platforms on it. Furthermore, some referred to it as the Chinification of America. The legislation is frightening, similar to that in China, which has some of the world's harshest internet censorships. That's true. They don't let anybody see like what's going on in the real world. Damn, Retro Mike, thanks for dropping facts. I've never heard of this site actually. beincrypto.com. I'm gonna have to pin this one later. All right, I'll keep that up. I appreciate it. Thanks, buddy. Let's see. Nerd Beast. Hard not to think this is really all about crypto. First, they were going after the banks, off ramps, then the exchanges, and now VPNs. They are really closing off crypto. Yeah. So again, they're gonna fight it tooth and nail, man. They're gonna fight it tooth and nail until they get what they want. But if they let it go, like the US, in my opinion, again, not trying to get too political, but like they're making a big mistake. If they allow other countries to get one step ahead of us or 5 steps ahead of us because of crypto or whatever, this is going to be an issue. Like people are gonna go again. You just saw, what was it? Russia's or Europe's gonna be using the Chinese yuan or whatever the hell they said, and that what was it, CBN or something? CNBC rather. They I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Kind of interesting to say the least. We're gonna be left behind. We're gonna be left in the dust. They dropped the dollar. They did. All right, do you guys have any questions? We're gonna do some AMA real quick before I gotta get out of here. Gotta go take care of the kids. As you guys know, actually my wife's super sick. I don't think she's going to work today, but I'm gonna let her sleep, catch up on, man, this Panda 19 we got is terrible. All right, just telling you. And that's not a racial slur. We met Red Panda and he got us sick. I realized how that just sounded after I said it. Anyways, let's see. What's for breakfast? Nothing. Coffee. Oh, she's up. Hi, Miss Pocket Change. I didn't know she was up. Panda Pox. Yeah, that's what I called it at first, Panda Pox. And then everybody started calling it Panda 19, and that sounds way worse, actually. Think about it. That's so terrible. Anyways, BTC is looking great, man. 28.4. I wonder why it's actually pumping this morning. It's up 5.17%. And Ethereum 1800, man. That's nice to see ETH up. I honestly think that I really do feel that Ethereum's going to be pretty bullish. That's just my opinion. Well, I'm bullish on Ethereum in general. But oh, let's see. Actually, we wanted to look at Caspa. That's right. Are you mining Caspa? Yes, said 44%. 56% said no. I'm with the 56%. I don't own any Caspa. Not a freaking second of it. I would just buy it if I wanted it. But oh, look at this. Caspa's up 32.5% today. Damn, everything's green today. Look at this. Crypto bubbles over here. Caspa. Big D swinging over here. Knocking all these other fools out. Look at this. Look at this. It's great. All right, let's check out. Let's see. Let's type in Caspa. Is it top 100 yet? Caspa. 92. It's in 92nd place. Holy shit. It's almost 3 cents now. Goddamn, 34%. I'm waiting for the dump on this thing. I'm wondering who's going to dump it. Do you guys think it's going to continue to rise, or you think it's going to dump? What do you guys think? Now, what is does Caspa have a halving schedule actually? Does anybody know that? I'm gonna Google this. Caspa halving, maybe? Is it going through that? Do they have it listed out? I don't even know. Let's see. I don't even know. I don't know where I'm looking, so I'm just going through stuff. I don't even know what that is. That's not my right thing. Mining Caspa, let's see. It equals a halving year. Sorry, monthly halving. Sorry, monthly reward reduction, said RC. Monthly reward reduction. Interesting. Look at Aeon again. No, Aeon's dead. There is no Aeon. What is Aeon? What is Aeon? Does anybody know? Does anybody know what Aeon is? Dude, Yashnik's like upset right now. Leave him alone, right? Dude, this is crazy though. Caspa's been killing it. It's been passing its all-time highs, man. But like, it also concerns me when everything else decides to start pumping, right? Like really pumping. Is Caspa gonna take a shit? That's what I'm wondering, but I don't know. You know what? Maybe I'll do a deeper dive on Caspa today. If I have some time, I'll try to do that before we go live this afternoon around 2 o'clock, because every Wednesday I want to pick one coin that we kind of research a little bit about. So if you guys have any suggestions, please leave it in the comments below, or you can put it in the chat. But do you think Caspa is a good one to go after today, just to kind of dive into? I mean, it's kind of hot topic, right? Aeon, no. Mike, listen. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Tell me. Mr. Retro Mike. It's hump day. It's not Aeon day. 10th of a penny, Aeon. This is miserable. What was Aeon? It's all-time high. All-time high is $11. Aeon is at $11. What? Really? God damn. I need to find out why Aeon took a shit, though. I would like to know. I would really like to know. Does anybody know? Actually? Anybody know? Going once. Going twice. Alright. It's dead. It was just rugged. That's it. Flip this crypto. That's Discord's fault's problem. Let's see. Find out why the Caspa Discord gets hacked bi-weekly. They shouldn't. I mean, if they knew how to use it, they shouldn't. I mean, we don't get hacked. Knock on wood. If we get hacked now, I'm gonna be pissed. If you guys would like to join Misfit Mining, links in the description below. Totally free. And it's cool. It's a nice place for everybody to get together, and, you know, seasoned vets will help you out if you're trying to get into mining or cryptocurrency in general. All right. Big screen. Big screen. We're going to be getting out of here. Pigeon is down 33% today. Bye. Why don't you just sell it all? Retro Mike, get the hell out of it. Sell it. What are you doing? You're just going to ride it till it dies? It's just till the wings fall off? Is that what's going to happen? I think we need to end today with the old Silk Road video. What do you guys think? I think that's how we need to wrap up today. I can't get enough of this video, to be honest. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to end it off. End it off right this Wednesday. All right. Any last and final questions before we get out of here? I will never sell. I get 1 million / a month in rewards, bro. Oh, dude. Don't get your hopes up on Pigeon. That's just my opinion, but hey, is what it is. I think we need to watch your shut up, Mr. Patrick Murphy. Zero chance. No. Don't ever watch old videos. All right, they're terrible. Absolutely terrible. I mean, these ones are still terrible, but it is what it is. All right, just deal with it. Guys, hit that like button. Appreciate you all for hanging out with me. I'll be back later on today around 2 p.m. and we will choose Caspa to kind of dive into. So I'll see if I can find any news on it. That's like things we don't know, I guess, or maybe just a breakdown of it. I'll see what I can do, and then we'll go from there. If you guys have any questions or suggestions, please leave it down in the comments below as well, or any other coins possibly. We can push it on to next week or even tomorrow afternoon. That's fine with me as well. So yeah, anyways, have a good day. Enjoy work. It's hump day. 2 more days left till the weekend. That's it. All right, boys, girls, everybody, I'll see you later. Enjoy this on the way out. Peace.
Yeah, I wish I could roll back time to that old Silk Road. I wanna hold on till I can't no more. I'm gonna add crypto to my portfolio. I wanna hold on till I can't no more. I got my crypto coming back soon. I'm back in the black too. Secure in the bag. Now I'm feeling like a tycoon. Riding on a Lambo. You can live with FOMO. I've been through the dips. When it's low, I was buying more. Now I got my money on the blockchain. Hodl gang, hodl gang, hodl gang. Can't nobody stop my campaign. Hodl gang, hodl gang, hodl gang. I'ma buy some Bitcoin, hold it like the big boys. Ride it to the moon on my Lambo or my Rolls Royce. Now I got these altcoins, they don't make the big noise, but they make the big rips. Call me crypto cowboy. Now I got my money on the blockchain. Hodl gang, hodl gang, hodl gang. Can't nobody stop my campaign. Hodl gang, hodl gang, hodl gang. Yeah, I wish I could roll back time to that old Silk Road. I wanna hold until I can't no more. I'm gonna add crypto to my portfolio. I wanna hold until I can't no more. Backyard garage, solar powered area. Spend a lot of money trying to mine that Ethereum. Boy, I gotta have it, I'ma bounce right back. And I'm addicted, I become a cryptomaniac. You see, I got no stocks and I got no gold. I'm all in, all I do is I buy crypto. Wish I could roll back time to that old Silk Road. I wanna hold till I can't no more. Wish I could roll back time to that old Silk Road. I wanna hold until I can't no more. I'm gonna add crypto to my portfolio. I wanna hold until I can't no more.
Have a good day at work, guys. Enjoy. Peace. See you at 2 p.m.